All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We are here live tonight for some League of Legends actions. The
Oh,
first
yes.
match on the Oakland stream for the winter semester, but the second game for the team this in our winter semester right now. They came off of a hot win on Tuesday over who was it? Conestoga.
Right, yes. Yeah, being up 1-0, obviously coming in as week 2, they're looking to continue that lead, but Kansas already has that second win on their belt, so we'll see if Oakland is going to be able to at least tie their winning record there
Yeah, exactly.
for the future.
Yeah. And we did have a little bit of production hiccups, guys, so sorry for the slight delay. We're trying to get everything figured out here quickly, but everything should be going good. It is just some standard gameplay. It's a fresh patch day, too, which is crazy.
Oh, yes. I didn't see that any of these champions that they're playing right now got changed too much, at least. I saw that Darius got a little bit of a buff, right?
Yeah.
But other than that, that's really all that I see so far. This ranged bot lane here is going to be maybe a little bit volatile at level 3, but
Yeah.
I think that other than that, they're looking at pretty standard lane assignments here. With kind of an all-in there on top lane, but was Zek able to dodge the Q3 from Cassante?
Yeah, so we do have Oakland sitting on the red side here. And the Darius, we've seen Wizek use the Darius in the past to a lot of success. So should be good here. And I do like seeing Hensep on the Orianna doing a really good job in that mid lane. Almost getting the 1v1 versus that Ari, but we're back up to top lane watching the skirmish. Cassante, Darius, top lane, this is going to be a brawling.
We got the level up timer.
Oh,
He dodged that Q3. This is a solo bolo?
Oh,
Maybe not.
we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, with his bot lane, right, we see that Kansas is actually staying pretty even. I was expecting this Milio lane with the Kog'Maw to be a little bit more sustained, but the brand burn is definitely aiding in that factor. We see that we see Bensap clearing top. We see this Skarner on Watak coming bot lane. Maybe they're looking for a dive soon here.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, this Kog'Maw's kind of got a tough lane, actually. They're down a level, but Wazek, being the absolute unit that he is, does have Prio in top lane. So we're going to see what maybe Oakland can do to capitalize on this. Obviously, with Wukong pathing top, this pushback from the top lane will be able to maybe look for a gank. But we'll have to see when the wave actually pushes back into it. Recalls from both bot lane and the jungle on the side of Kansas. Looking to go bot side again. All in assignments. Keeping pretty uniform here.
Yep. And you know what's crazy for is how scrappy this game has been so far. My God, no kills. It's just
no kills.
people are just kind of like limit testing a little bit.
Right. Wukong is seen topside, so that's maybe a little bit of an issue. Maybe both of these junglers are looking here. Now with Zek actually down a level.
Yeah.
Slightly down the level. Does have the XP coming up soon.
I do think seeing FGH or Bully playing the Kog'Maw is actually quite interesting because this character is something we normally don't see them play in scrims or even in like series against Conestoga earlier this week. We did not see the Kog'Maw. It was just pretty much just Jinx, kind of like characters you'd expect you see him traditionally be playing.
Yeah. Yeah, the carry, the hyper carry ADCs definitely more so what I see Bully on. This Kog'Maw, though, I believe that Kog'Maw did get a slight change, but also the attack speed increase definitely helps with that Kog'Maw build. This Kog'Maw with Enchanter definitely has some chance to be a carry potential. The Corki, however, definitely a solid champ. With the Ari and this top lane Cassante, it also could be a bit of an issue for the Kog'Maw to get enough damage down in time, but we'll see. Was that still up a level now over this other top laner? Pushing this wave, continuing to keep the pressure up. Definitely doing a good job with keeping Cassante off of this CS as well. Looking at the disparity, we'll say, in the CS.
Yeah. That is, you see that 52-38.
Yes.
That is in top lane specifically, especially when you're going up against a champion like Darius,
yes,
right?
yeah.
That is such a scary thing to be looking at because that gold is right now, that gold differential, that's about like 1 kill's worth.
Yeah,
of
this
gold.
is about a 300 gold lead right now. Well, slightly less now that Casante is able to get a push out a little bit. But still, nonetheless, Kansas has his first move onto Drake.
Yep.
They're all looking to stack there, but we do see the cross map from Bensep there onto Grubs.
Yeah.
So-
and honestly, one could argue that at this point in the game, right, that first dragon isn't like the most necessary thing to be fighting for, right?
Yes.
Obviously, it's good to get those early stats, but Void Grubs in the bigger in like the grand scheme of things, the Void Grubs kind of matter a little bit more. But
Yes.
we do have that pause happening in. We're not too sure what's going on, guys. We'll figure out what's going on, but it does look like that pause briefly done. I bet somebody
seemed like
sneezed
a,
and they smacked their mouse by accident.
A tech issue on top lane, but we'll see what we see. We'll see what goes on continuing here.
Yeah.
These Grubs actually are kind of important for Oakland's comp as well.
Yeah.
Wazek having Grubs is going to be a major problem on side lane.
Yeah.
This Darius is going to be able to do substantial damage to Casante with his passive. And, I mean, realistically, 1v1 the Casante, maybe even more, depending how much of a lead he gets in the end.
Wow. I did not think that. I mean, I should have assumed, right, that Milio's little soccer kick would just stop the Skarners just rushing in to try and get that kill and pin you against the wall. But to speak on that point, right, with the Void Grubs in top lane, right? This Darius, pretty cookie cutter, right? Going Ghost Flash. This is going to be a Darius who is there to just kind of brawl and fight and just get kills, right? So when you have the nice amount of Void Grubs, you are just going to be a split push menace, and that is just going to be first blood to Darius.
Yeah, so looking at the feats of strength also here, now Oakland has that first blood, or actually it's 3 kills still.
Yeah,
what am I thinking?
Gotta be first 3.
But does have first kill, and
but
maybe even more
Bully
here.
you getting the
he does get the kill.
Yeah.
Shaggy actually with a little bit of chaos there, but no barrier, no flash now for that
Corky.
Corky, yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, I was going to
No
say,
heal either.
when you've got the combination of Kog'Maw plus the Milio, right? Milio drops that little bonfire, follows his carry around, but you're getting that bonus attack range, right? What does Kog'Maw need more of? Attack range, right? The guy can hit you from cross map, it feels like at times. And now he's just getting that extended range. And I think that kind of speaks to the level that Enchanter supports are going to start coming into a kind of meta flavor as we head into this new patch for the next few weeks.
Yeah, I think that the fact that Milio is going to be able to be played with these high attack speed wanting champs will definitely see more enchanters just in general also. But this is kind of a mega draft for Milio, right? The Ahri, the Casante, the Skarner. He can't really do much into Casante, too much with that W being unstoppable. But we already saw it once, this interaction with Skarner where this charge comes through, but the Q.
Ooh.
Well, but no follow up because
good 3 suppress, but not enough. Milio drops drops the bonfire here. But Oakland's got to get out because it is not a good fight there. But
yeah, not necessarily. But
it was just only one. Right?
Ahri flash. We also see Skarner ult. Skarner ult does have a pretty low cooldown in the grand scheme of things, but nonetheless, not up for Grubs here that are spawning, I believe, in the next minute and a half. But that Skarner's so low. Does Bully you live here? He does. Maybe that bonfire actually kind of crazy.
Yeah.
A little bit of an all-out here from top lane. Wazek does manage to dodge that. Ooh, the Q doesn't land very.
That's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
You're gonna bleed out there. Gets that.
Yeah.
Another kill in top lane, right? 2-0 up here. 90 CS to 69 CS. We are at 20 CS advantage.
Oh, this is scary. Bully and they're both dead here. But
but that's gonna.
What is the brand? Why does the brand just stand there? I don't know.
Didn't see him.
Maybe.
All right. There we go. Darius proxying the wave here. Gonna have to burn that TP for Casante to get back up here and just not lose out on even more experience here.
Yeah, Hensep also gets the play and is up CS. I mean, Oakland has almost has like a 2K gold lead right now at minute 10. This meta also this patch has quite a large snowball potential, especially when you consider the feats of strength. You consider all the kills, the first tower, and now we'll see as Kansas starts the Void Grubs, the neutral objectives. Those feats of strength actually are relatively important, especially on carries, and also on just in general, right?
I agree. And now you can kind of see that with Beaulieu having almost, you got boots, right? But we're almost at that Ginsu's Rage Blade being built, so we are really going to start seeing this Kog'Maw start to become a menace. But even with, all right, that should be, that's going to be it'll be a trade.
W? Okay.
Nah, the W's got such a long cooldown. It's like an 18-second cooldown.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
And he W'd in, right?
Oh, okay.
Because that's Corky's initiate. Corky W's in.
Yeah.
But that's honestly a trade kind of worth, right? Because had Corky lost that probably would have been another two turret plates down there in that bot lane.
Yep.
Just increasing that gold funnel into Beaulieu.
Yeah, Beaulieu is still up a pretty substantial margin in terms of gold. This Corky is going to have quite a little bit of a time before we see this Triforce come out. But Beaulieu, like we said, on the verge of that Gwynsu's. In fact, Wazek already has the Triforce now in top lane.
Yeah, that's 110 it is a terror in top lane right now. And that's just kind of the nature of the beast when you've got Darius just sitting up there and just kind of like putting it's a cakewalk in a way.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a very, very hard for this Cassante to get much done. Wazek also up the level too, so we see the EWQ
has to use the unstoppable to get away from Wazek. And honestly, look at it. Wazek does not care that he's like
also got 4 plates almost. That's crazy.
And that turret shot felt like a tickle.
Yeah. We do see the feats of strength go over to the objective feats of strength. I believe that there's feats of strength in this. I would imagine so.
Yeah.
But we see the neutral objective go over there to Kansas.
Yep.
Oh, a bit of a mid gank here. Does Henstaff get out? Ooh, the Skarner ults.
It's close.
The Ahri Charm. The Shockwave, though, is big and lets him get out. No, the Ahri ult comes through as well. Yeah, we see bot lane getting pushed in yet again. I feel like this is a pretty rough lane for that, for this bot lane, at least early on. This Corky is going to be doing a lot of damage to that Kog'Maw. Not much can happen back.
And this Corky being paired with the brand, right? This helps
that's a tower shot.
It makes up for a lot of the weaknesses that Corky does have, which is Corky is the shortest range 80 carry in the meta. So when you have a champ like Brand, right, you're getting a character that can kind of help alleviate tension, and you're just like, boom, hey, here's I'm creating the space, I'm generating this for you.
Yeah, that Brand is definitely going to have a lot of use also in these team fights we see, right? Because Oakland is going to probably stack front to back a little bit at least with this Darius. Yeah. But I mean, at that point, do we think? Oh, yeah, there's a
Beaulieu getting that kill.
Corky. And I mean, Beaulieu is going to be able to get maybe a plate or two off of this also, if a fast push comes through. But the Emilio backed, so.
I think this will be just one of those moments where you're going to have both Cog and Brand are gone, or both Brand and Corky gone. This is going to be Cog's just going to shove that lane and try to get the last remaining turret plates. I think
there's none taken off of that. So he gets his first plate here, but top tower is almost gone. Wazek almost has all 5 plates, and
turret plates had just fallen, so.
Yeah.
Zach almost had the perfect thing, but
unstoppable. The Q. Oh, he ults there, actually. Kind of interesting. Zek now just kind of waiting out this lane a little bit. Let's get the first tower. So feats of strength over to Oakland. Better than they yes.
Ooh, big fight here, but
there's the Ahri.
Oh, that Ahri
that Ahri's
is so gone. And good shutdown gold going over to Bensab, right? Now we have both of arguably the 2 carries currently in this game, right? Even though Kog'Maw's starting to cook down the bot lane, I would say a lot of the carry potential has here been on this top jungle duo. And fact that both Wukong and Darius both have Triforce built right now, they are going to become menaces on this Rift.
Yeah.
As we head into mid-game here at 15 minutes.
And not only do we have that to, talk about, I mean, Wazek probably will fall off slightly as the game goes on, just innately from this Darius pick. But we have the opposite of that from the Kog'Maw, who scales pretty well.
Yeah.
Not necessarily too much into Ari Corki, but just in general. And I think that this gold lead that we have in terms of the entire team in general, but also the fact that we have this like 600-700 gold lead in bot lane or top lane right now, is going to definitely continue our lead.
So yeah, as we get back down here, now that Bonfire dropped, and now Corki has to quickly jet away with that W. Does not want to let this Kog'Maw stack up the passives and just start chipping away at his HP.
Yeah, we do see that Rift Herald's going to spawn very shortly here, and I mean, I feel like both sides are going to want to fight over this objective.
Yep.
Oakland probably will have the favor, but we'll see with this fight this skirmish breakout a little bit here.
Yeah.
Bully this Skarner off of mid lane.
You know what's crazy is that we've seen, like, obviously the Heartsteel Rush for Skarner, kind of your bread and butter here for Skarner's first item, but only having 37 stacks. That means this Skarner is not spending a lot of time in lane to try and proc the Heartsteel and start really stacking up to a point where
all out here
really is like he's just a lot stronger. But K'Sante trying his best.
Oh my gosh! He's gonna live off of the shield probably, but Wazek just owning this jungle now. This enemy Skarner is gonna look to push with this Ahri. Are they gonna get anything?
Yeah.
We'll see. Wazek half HP, charm, stunned.
That's gonna be good
flash out of the ult. Yeah, no ult Skarner now for this Rift Herald fight.
What a nasty escape there for Wazek. I honestly thought it was cooked.
Yeah, this Skarner and now also this Ahri with no ult definitely have to worry about the engage from Hensap and Bensap also. This Orianna with Shockwave is going to be able to now go onto this Ahri and, I mean, probably one-shot her at this rate. With the Seraphs already built, I mean,
Seraphs built up. You got the half of what is probably going to be a Leandry's already going. Everybody is starting to work towards getting the fully upgraded boots, the tier 3 boots, coming in here shortly, probably on next buy for each of the players on the Oakland side. It is just looking to be the snowball has kind of started, right? There's a 4,000 gold deficit between the blue team and the Oakland side. It is just not looking good if you're a Kansas Jayhawk.
Yeah, Kansas is going to trade this Rift Herald for the Drake. Wazek continuing to push these side lanes opposite side of where the Skarner is, and just being an absolute menace to this Kansas roster.
Right.
This K'Sante is not going to be able to match it. I'm not so sure on like exactly what the plan is too much with this. If it's just going to be K'Sante versus this Darius whole game, I mean, Kansas is just going to be pushed in the entire time.
Yeah. And look at this. This K'Sante can't do anything
Yeah.
about Darius just destroying his tower. This is now K'Sante losing out on 2 towers on his watch, and it's a full-on dive. The Oakland Grizzlies have come down to that bot lane to secure a tower, secure 300 gold into the pocket of their jungler.
But Bully gets one. The tower shot into the passive. Does it kill? No, it doesn't.
So close,
so close. But we'll see if Oakland's going to be able to match this or not. I don't believe they're going to be able to move there in time.
No, absolutely not.
Maybe there's the W, but
Oakland's going to keep everybody busy up in that top lane or in the mid lane, right? And that's just Wazek getting 2 free towers, almost virtually uncontested in the bot lane. It's just looking absolutely disgusting.
Wazek has actually finished all 4 towers that Oakland has taken so far.
Did he take the mid tower?
He did.
Wow. Okay.
So there is so much gold sitting on this Darius that it's not even funny.
I mean, you
this
look
Darius
at it, right?
already has Sterix.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, he's got Triforce, he's got Sterix, right? Next buy, he's got that's gonna build into Deadman's, I believe.
Probably.
So he is now going in for he's got his 2 brawling items. It's now going into sustainability, and then he's going to get the super Merc treads. where everything that's going to be a slow or anything.
Yeah, he just has so much tenacity off of the Sterix and the Mercury treads.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think anything's going to be able to really lock this down at all.
No.
But we'll see. With Otacon spawning bot lane, I'm not sure which one it is. I'd imagine that it is the red one, the GA one.
No, it's looking.
Probably see.
It is looking like Ravenous.
I don't know.
If you're ever curious about what you're trying to figure out, if you hold tab, it shows up at the top. Like if you see like in game, right? You just go up and it shows which one you're fighting for.
Oh,
this is the one that gives a lot of the
that's actually a
adaptive
really
force.
bad engage. The side of Kansas has actually quite a lot more engage than Oakland's, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oakland doesn't really have engage much other than like Wukong or maybe the Ghost from Wazek.
Yeah.
But this Cassante, this Skarner, this Ari, I mean, about everything can engage to a decent margin.
Yep.
On Kansas' side. So these team fights, while Oakland does have that 4K gold lead, we'll see how team fights go.
Yeah.
It's if Wazek can get good.
Oh, he is going to.
Uh-oh. That Ari, that is a dead Ari.
Yep.
That's also probably a dead mid tower, though.
Unbeknownst to the Ari, who is just, going, I'm going to go down here. I'm going to get some farm. I'm going to help push out this lane. Start getting us a little bit of lane priority in this bot lane because that Darius just really, really set us behind down here. And then you just end up getting KO'd.
We are going to see this dragon spawn in about a minute or so here. Oakland does need to look for it, I think, because obviously Kansas going to Soul Point. It's Chemtech. Chemtech did get buffed, though, recently, didn't it?
I could not tell you if it did.
I think that Chemtech got buffed recently, but it's still not, like, the most OP.
Oh, my gosh.
What?
I don't think I've ever seen a Skarner melt
What?
before.
What?
But you think about it, right? Skarner is...
I mean, he's got Undead.
Yeah.
He's got Undying,
But you know what? It's only 80 heart steel stacks. Not a lot.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't feel like there's been many skirmishes, though, or fights for the Skarner to stack that heart steel.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, even if he does, at this point, Wazek is going to almost one-shot him.
Yeah.
Oakland looking to get Otacon here.
And look at that. Kog'Maw able to just start melting this Otacon from outside of his, range,
Yeah,
right?
with
So
the bonfire. Yeah, but
this is a really good potential. Just get him out of there.
here's the double TP coming in from both Bensep and the Cassante. This Cassante gets caught up by the Wukong R.
Cassante has to
Ooh,
fight.
look at this fight.
This is going to be scary, right? Because with this Otacon, right, when
that's such a big Wukong R.
when this Otacon is actually attacked, gets it. Oh, is he going to bleed? No.
No, he's not. But then Brand is dead. Wazek does not get the refresh on the ult. The Skarner comes through, but
double kill for
yeah.
Hensap too. Big fight, and now that is Otacon.
Otacon.
The one thing you have to worry about, right? When you get to this Otacon first, and then your opponents show up, this one decreases so many of your defensive stats through all the spinning attacks that you're better off letting your opponent try to take it early, and then you come in while they're weakened and just clean them up because they have no resistances to you anymore.
Right.
And they get Otacon. They get the second Chemtech Drake, which is only going to be more beneficial for this Kog'Maw as time goes on.
Yeah, exactly, actually.
So right now, Oakland, at this moment, at 24 minutes, basically, we are in such a good position. It is quickly approaching that 10K gold lead. It's 7,000 gold up right now. Kills besides the point, right? It's just look at this. Look at the objectives on the map. 1, 2, 3, 4 turrets gone on the side of Kansas.
Yep.
And there are still there's still a lot of turrets up here. That top lane turret hardly looks like it's been touched. I mean, given it's pretty close, right? It's about done
very
at this
low
point,
HP
right?
At this point, but I mean, it's still holding, right? Which is pretty big as we see Hensap here on the side lane, right?
Yep.
There is a turret for him to go back to, but we'll see what can happen. 4 people top lane. Can Oakland do anything with that bot? I mean, maybe a mid tier 2 actually coming through here.
Yeah.
You see the pings coming through, and that mid wave is pushing.
Yep. And that was a lot of resources burned onto just to get that kill on the Orianna.
Yeah, they do. Kansas does take the top tier one, and it looks like actually Oakland's
Yeah,
not
you know
gonna
what? That's
take
a
that
valuable
tier two.
retreat here, right? You got a lot.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
That's actually a dead brand right there. Maybe. Yep, there it is.
Oh, yep.
And the reset.
And that's a
And
double
the
kill,
reset.
triple kill,
And the reset.
quadra kill.
No, Bully, you stole it. Bully, you stole it. This guy
Oh.
running around on the Cogmom. Look at that guy.
Crazy. And now here we go. This is going to be the easiest Baron call of like your life. You
Was
could
that
even
already
you
there?
could tell a Iron Lobby after a fight like that, you just go right to Baron. You take that. Because this is a Baron reset, buy up, and then win out.
Yeah, this is going to be looking like a pretty substantial fight. Well, actually, when you really think about it, I don't know that
that's a
Oakland's
10K
going to be able
gold
to get much out of this, to be honest with you. Right? Like, Oakland's going to be able to try to push for tier 2, but there's no really objectives to play for here.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll see. Well, I guess top and mid tier 2.
Yeah.
Probably looking
It was
at
such a
what we're
good fight here that like that fight we took. It was honestly arguably the clutch moment of the series, right? Was Zek just in weight, laying in that bush, just saying, "Please do it." And because of the angle that the Skarner had coming in from the chicken's little like nest, he had the freest line right to the squishies, man. But here we go, another fight over the chickens. What?
Yeah, both teams respecting each other, not trying to get caught out at all here. Kansas knows that this Darius likes to lay in wait and is just going to one-shot someone, but Ben Sapp actually has to burn flash there.
Oh my gosh, that cog.
Yeah, wait, look at that Skarner. Look at the Skarner.
What?
This Kog'Maw is almost outranging turrets. Like, what? What is this?
Skarner and Brand effectively neutralized out of that
Wazek
fight.
in the
And
base.
Wazek in the base saying, what do you
Here
do?
comes the all-out, maybe? No.
Wazek is actually making people think that this is not his base.
Wait, Wazek actually gets a reset. Oh, the Cassandra doesn't
shutdown.
die, though. Yeah, but the Wukong Clone actually knocks up and does let Ben Sapp get out. And this wave coming through with that Baron buff, they might be able to take this turret and the inhib just in time for Drake.
Yep. But this is going to be a quick inhib take here, right? And honestly, with the size of the wave, that mini wave they have, there's a realistic chance with 3 down that you could just end here.
I don't know about this.
Oh no, low-key, this is absolutely it. This is an end push.
Is this Corki really that useless?
Oh at that low health?
Oh my gosh, he is.
Yeah.
Wow, that's just an end. I didn't think it was an end angle.
Yeah, honestly, well,
Interesting.
with how big they had an untouched wave there, right? So that untouched wave baroned up, rush it down. You got Cog absolutely shredding towers like he shreds a Kog'Maw, or like he's shredding a Skarner.
Yeah.
Never do you ever think that Skarner can get melted like he's a squishy. He's just a little scorpion.
Well, realistically, right, when you look at it, the Skarner looks like it's like they're trying to build maybe Warmog's next, but I mean, they're never going to reach it. Like
at that point, I think they were just too far out of they're kind of just too far out of it, right? Yeah. But they're going to be getting ready they're going to start doing, I think, draft for game number 2 here. So guys, we'll cut to a quick break. When we get back, we'll be into Champ Select, loading in to game number 2 of the Kansas vs. Oakland series. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Power through the tournament with the high-quality protein milk provides to stay energized and focused throughout the game.
Oakland University Credit Union is here to help you power up your financial game. Whether you're aiming to upgrade your gear or conquer your savings goals, OUCU has the tools you need. With awesome savings accounts, cashback reward credit cards, and an easy-to-use app, we're here to help you win both on and off the screen. Not a member? Not a problem. Visit us on campus or online at oucreditunion.org. Oakland University Credit Union, because leveling up shouldn't stop your gaming. Proud sponsor of Oakland University Athletics, federally insured by the NCUA.
And we are back in. We are here for the Game 2 draft at hand. And for those of you at home who do not know or follow League of Legends, right now, the current hotness, it's Fearless Draft.
Fearless.
So what you saw in game number 1, those 10 champs, they're off the table for the rest of the series. They cannot get picked or banned ever again because they've banned themselves by being played.
Yep.
So what's cool here, one of the coolest things about Fearless, right, is that you are going to be seeing fresh characters all the time, and it's forcing players to kind of show how deep their pockets can go and how versatile of a player they can be.
Yeah, I mean, what's going to be pretty interesting about this already is that we see the Aurora, we see Yone, we see Sedge, right? We see Pantheon coming out also now. But what I'm kind of interested in is Oakland's bans, actually. The Kassadin and the Xin. I mean, the Kassadin ban I'm kind of interested in, but the Xin does make sense versus the Pantheon, right? You don't want to see this Xin be able to push you back, especially when you're trying to W onto someone, or E onto someone as the Pantheon.
It's also an interesting ban on the Oakland side, right? Just because Ben Sapp, our jungler, he's got a pretty good Xin of his own, so seeing the ban there is a little interesting. And I do like this Xayah pickup for Bully because yesterday, or on Tuesday when they play the match against Conestoga, the pick on Xayah or Bully, it honestly a little disgusting.
Yeah, Bully Xayah.
He's pretty good.
He's
pretty good with a lot of these crit-based champs, and Xayah especially is going to be reaping a lot of the benefits from some of the item changes that just happened on this current patch that just came out today. So Infinity Edge is now cheaper.
Oh, it is?
So characters that love IE as their second.
Wait, is it like a Yuntal? Is it like a Yuntal IE kind of thing? Or?
Yeah. So most characters are like the Jinxes. The Xayahs. They'll go Yuntal right into. It's like Yuntal boots IE, or whatever. Like it's like your core first item boots IE.
I feel like this Xayah also does like Navori a lot, right? Navori Flickerblade.
Yeah.
And then I mean, obviously, like Essence Reaver too. So we'll see what the priority is in terms of items, because also since this patch came out today, they haven't really had a chance to look.
Yeah, it's like, and I doubt most of these players are spending time on PB in the day, like like a few days leading up when they got practices to be playing and stuff. And we see the Jinx get picked up here on the side of Kansas, and so we're starting to see some of these lanes start to get kind of figured out, right? The Yone, that's a flex between top and mid.
Yep.
Pantheon is honestly a flex between top mid support.
Yeah, it's a flex. Yeah.
I would probably say it's more like based on what we're seeing here, it's probably going to be either top or it'll go down into the support. But then again, I don't really ever see Shaggy play those styles of support characters, so I'd imagine Pantheon.
Well, it has been being played jungle, and I mean,
Panth Jungle's back?
Yeah, Panth Jungle is back.
Whoa, that's crazy. I didn't know we were back in like 2012.
Yeah, but I wonder if Bensat plays it. I mean, he's known for these like AD jungle carries, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so, we'll see what happens in the end. The Leona ban also I think is pretty good. Really want to ban these melee supports from that Jinx. I do imagine that we see some sort of hook champ still come through, even with that Xayah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we'll see in the end, right? And Enchantress still is good. I mean, Tom Kench also still is a decent pick also with that Jinx. Definitely paired with her some often.
And looking at these bans here on the side for Kansas here, you got the Maokai ban and the Volibear ban. That is pretty much them saying that they know that this Pantheon and Aurora are not going to be going to the top lane, so they still want to try and target ban out Wizek to make sure he cannot have like either split push potential or really any major impact, or try to mitigate how much major impact he can have on the game from that top side. The Blitzcrank.
See, I thought this was going to be a Braum angle, to be honest with you. I expected it to be a Braum angle a little bit.
The Braum Zai is what they used on Monday against Conestoga to as they kind of marched down in their like 2-0 victory over them on Tuesday. But Blitzcrank, sometimes you just gotta showcase who's like who's the better player down there in the bot lane.
Yeah, we'll see who they pick on 4 here. I mean, we're blinding a top, or we're trying to set. Yeah.
Ooh, wow.
I expected some sort of bruiser. I really wasn't sure what Wizek still had. but set definitely makes sense, and we're gonna see what
Gonna be
the,
scrapping.
Yeah, we're gonna see what the counter pick is here
Yeah.
from Kansas.
And this really now here, this is either we're gonna find out what the topper support is here. Probably it's gonna be now. It's looking more and more like this Yone mid.
Yeah,
But so we're
definitely.
probably going to be seeing here the top. This is gonna probably be the top pick here at the last choice on the Kansas side. Tom Kench likely going down
Jax.
into that bot lane as a support, and the Jax being locked in by Kansas for that top lane. We are going to have yet again another scrappy top lane.
Yeah, we did actually see Set be played in LCK actually this morning.
Oh, really?
Gen G played it, yes.
Wow.
And it looked okay, I suppose, but I mean, we'll see. Was Zach obviously a really good player, so we'll see if this early lane, because Set, very good early game. Jax, not so much. He needs to scale.
Yeah.
So we'll see if Wazek can take that early lead and continue with it into the late game.
Yeah. I'm really interested. Honestly, both sides here, when I see Oakland, this is going to be so this is going to be that Panth jungle. Like you were saying, Panth jungle coming out. We're going back in time a little bit. And Kansas, I genuinely really like the draft here for Kansas because this is a comp that is just so protect the president Jinx.
Yeah.
And it'll allow Jinx to have so much so many avenues to just ramp up and become a menace on the to whoever she's dealing with in lane. But on the same point, right? Like the engage potential that comes out from this Oakland side, whether it's a blitz hook, the Pantheon, like a Pantheon alt in and then W on to stun him, and heck, even just a the haymaker stuff that comes out from Set, and you got the Thunderdome. You can never forget the Aurora Bunny Thunderdome. Honestly, I think we're going to be in for a treat here in game number 2. I think it's looking like a 50-50 to me on just at draft alone who could win.
When with this also, I mean, this Jinx, right? She does have the Tom eat, but I mean, we'll have to see. I don't trust that this Tom Kench is going to be able to do enough to protect this immobile ADC from all of this CC that can happen from the side of Oakland, right? You have the Aurora ult. You have the Pantheon E. You have Pantheon ult. You have Blitzcrank hook. You have Blitzcrank ult. You have, Set everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this front to back from Oakland, I think is going to be able to break through the Sejuani Tom.
Yeah.
On the other side of that, though, you do have to worry a lot about this Jax, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, the Xayah is going to be able to protect herself a good amount, but you need to get uptime still.
Yeah, and honestly, I think this is going to boil down to Kansas is really looking for this one to kind of go late. They are the epitome of a late game scaling comp with Jax, with Jinx, with Yone, and at a certain point, that Sejuani and that Tom Kench, they will become unkillable. There is not enough anti-heal or just shredding in the game that's going to be able to
Tom,
get.
I mean, it's support in jungle, right? The thing about that is that you have to see. We have to see what the Tom builds. I mean, this Tom is probably going to go into the Locket. Maybe we'll have to go to McHale's actually even in the end
to deal with all the CC.
Yeah, but nonetheless, I mean, LDR is kind of an item, So we'll see. We'll see if the Lord Dominix is going to be able to get through that. But also, I mean, this Aurora is going to probably have to, is going to probably build Leandries. You're probably going to have. I don't think that she builds like Malignus, but you're going to have Leandries into, some sort of other maybe burn even that will help a lot with these tanks, right? And that Aurora ult innately having also some. I'm pretty sure it has some damage over time innately. I mean, this front line might just go down before anything substantial can even happen from them. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be in here in for quite the treat here as we head into game number 2, guys. And they're doing loadouts, and we're gonna have to wait for the spectate. So we'll cut to a quick break, and when we get back, we'll be loaded right onto the Rift here for game number 2. So stick around, guys.
See you.
And we are back, and we are about to load right into the Rift here. It is game number 2, Oakland University Golden Grizzlies versus the University of Kansas Jayhawks. You know, should be a good match, and we have a 5-man run up to the top lane.
We're playing Earth, boys.
I cannot believe it's
Earth.
AIRF. It is AIRF right now.
We're playing Earth, boys. Yeah, this Kansas just waiting in a tri-brush here. We see that Oakland on top brush
And
coming
here
down.
it goes.
Ooh, let's see. There's the hook into the.
Oh, and
it's
it's
the Jax.
Jax.
Though. Oh my God, the big.
Hensap is first blood. Oh, but
that Jinx is excited.
Oh, but was
This
that
is a
that's?
penta.
Oh my gosh, we are in a clown fiesta right here. Oh, that. Oh, great
my
save. Oh, double kill. Oh my God, this is insane.
It's a Jinx triple kill, by the way.
No way.
Oh my gosh. Wait, was that E? Oh.
All right, so feats of strength currently on the side of Kansas.
So bot lane's kind of just over.
Yeah.
Good luck, team.
Yeah, that's an NA start.
This is a little rough, I think.
Yeah. Like, look at this. Like, if I'm the Jinx player, right? If I'm Siphon, this is
Double
everything.
long sword, short sword. Oh.
This is everything I dream of as my start as a
Oh.
bot laner.
Yeah, that's rough. And we see Bensap actually pathing down here. I mean, we'll see. Looking to probably cover. But on the positive side, Hensap has a really, really good lane.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, matchup wise, really good. This was arguably the Bunny versus Yone, right? This was the meta defining mid lane of Worlds 2024. Was these two characters in the mid lane?
Yeah.
So we'll see. He just laughs. Knocks him up. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
that
wait,
could
actually, is that guy dead?
No.
He's not. No, he's not.
If he was level 3, I definitely think this could have
Oh
been
my
it.
gosh.
What man, my gosh. You know, this is back in the day
This
we would
guy's
call this
broken.
this would be like a bona fide slobber knocker.
Yo, that guy's broken.
Both these teams are just competing against who can push the more buttons very fast.
This set also with his passive is going to be kind of an issue. Oh, Lezek? What?
Oh
The
my
solo
gosh,
bolo.
he soloed the jungler. What a great knowledge
That's
to
actually
go
such a
hard
sick roam.
to go hard check red because you knew that Sedge probably started blue side due to the skirmish up in top lane and the fact that they had died in the start of the game. So Sejuani goes blue, clears blue, goes up to get red, and Wazek gets both red and blue buff here at the start of the game. It is insane.
Yeah, I mean, Lezek currently up actually a lot, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean at 2-1-0, even 19 CS, I think right now it's a statement right here.
Yeah, a bit of a jungle skirmish on the bot lane there with Oakland pushing in a bit. We see Hensep opting to back up here. He's looking to probably TV back in with, we see the amplifying tone. The Yone also backing, will look to TP back, probably with maybe a longsword or two. I don't think he has enough for Vampiric Scepter yet.
And this Jax
Oh,
actually
just full tier 2 boots. Oh.
this Jax is not actually allowed.
This guy's dead. Oh.
No, he had the Counter-Strike locked and loaded.
Zach actually has Ignite, though.
Oh, it's not down. You're right.
This is actually a...
That's gonna be it.
What,
You trade
what do
it.
you...
Yeah, there's no way he could have gotten out.
Surely he could have.
No. Yeah, he Ignite under tower is already going to be pinging him, and he used a spell to pull him in and I think he may have
He had
Haymaker.
W up. Set doesn't have mana. He had W. Anyway, regardless, I'll trust Wazek. He's way better than I am.
Yeah, he's
Anyway.
better than I ever could dream to be at this game.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. We actually see them fighting. Oh, never mind. Actually, we don't see them yet. I'm a little ahead on this. Anyway, We see as Hensep does continue to push underneath tower, the Drake is up. Hextech, I believe, is what it is right now. But we'll see. Maybe Grubs come out from Oakland here. Wazak actually gets the ult off. W? No W yet. Oh. I thought that was going to be a kill. I thought he was going to W.
Yeah.
Bulyu actually managing to keep this lane pretty even in terms of CS. We see Shaggy W up here for the grab. Does actually grab that Jinx. The Ignite comes through, but the tank or the jungle from Kansas is here to cover
Oh
this play
my
in the
gosh.
end.
Oh, Bunny
Oh,
gets the kill.
The ult, the banana combo, and here comes Ben Sap down with that E.
That's
does
gonna be
manage
a-
to get the kill and
Rooted
probably
in.
Probably continuing here.
So, yep, switches targets over to that
Uh-oh.
Tom Kench. But it is
Oh, he
not
misses.
enough. That's a double kill for Ben Sap. And wow. What? That was effectively a 3 for 0 in bot lane.
Yeah, that is a 3 for 0. He took the action tower shot. What is that?
The beast, that's why.
Yeah, that's actually.
It's just another, it's just tickling.
I guess so. This is really good now. Ben Sap does manage to get both the Phage and the drill there. I mean,
Remember that this game started out at 1-4 disadvantage for Oakland, and it is now 7-5. Oakland advantage.
yeah. I mean, like we said during draft, Oakland's early game way better than Kansas's, but Kansas does have that scaling comp. So being even out of lane is good for Kansas in the end, right?
Mm-hmm.
Looking to get these 3 grubs. Lazek is here for the move, and so is Shaggy.
Yep,
Now
and
three,
they
so
are
they get
just
one.
going to forfeit it. But you know what? You got 1 grub, and that is, it's important, right? To at least stop it, right? You don't want Oakland to actually have that 6 grubs, because that's 6. If you had 6 grubs on that
There's
set,
the ult.
right? My gosh, that's going to be disgusting.
Yeah, we're gonna see a bit of a top dive here. Look, Ben Sab.
Yep.
Lazek gets the ult off into
Boom.
into the E, into the Q. Doesn't quite get the kill, but the plate goal
So
does come
close.
over. Yeah, Lazek still trying to go in here. Does not live. That turret is so ramped up right now, but
What is
my
going
gosh. Ben Sap does get the kill in the end onto the Sejuani.
Yeah, good
so
trade.
now 3-1. They're maybe looking to redive here. This Jax is low HP. The E
Ate
is
it
from the
out.
Jax, no jump. Shaggy looking to
Oh
just
my
the knock up into the spear.
Ooh, Tom
but this
Kench.
Tom is here. When did he get here? Okay, well,
The
this
rift,
shutdown
the
good.
rift is his river, if you think about it, right?
It is.
So he's just,
That is what he says,
as the
isn't it?
river king, he'll just make it anywhere.
Yeah, we do see this Tom Kench now moving down into mid lane. Might be a mid lane gank here.
Yep.
Let's
And
see if
Sap
Sap
has to be
does
aware
manage
that
to
the
get out
Tom
of it.
Kench was coming his way.
Yeah, the W
Funny.
over the wall.
Goes invisible.
Yep. And
Just funny things.
Bully, you actually getting a lot of turret plate, but look at this Sejuani hanging around bot lane. Will probably look to try to come here with also the help of the Tom Kench and the Yone.
Yep.
Bully, you does use the Feather Storm, does get out
Gets
in
the-
roots,
yep.
but the stun comes through and the ult from the Sejuani.
Barrier. Pantheon.
Oh, Ben Sap is here, does get the trade, but doesn't get to save his ADC in the meantime. However, Hensap with the ult, the Yone ult does
Eats it.
Oh, actually, the Yone ult gets eaten. So no eat now. This Tom Kench is taking a lot of damage, but the Jinx is back.
Oh,
Yone,
Blitz,
Yone
Blitz
with a
cranking.
shot there.
There is just, every time there is a small skirmish anywhere on the map here, right? It starts out just a 1v1, but then all of a sudden it just becomes a 3v3, and you're like, where did everybody else come from? This is crazy. Like, how is everybody moving at the speed of light around this map? And then all of a sudden you're like, all right, well, now it's done. Everybody's here now. So, all right, they just leave.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a fight here is going to break out in mid as Bulyu is going to walk up onto this Yone. Does get some nice damage off, but Wazek also still pushing that top lane.
Gosh.
Yeah, the Yone just TP'd in. just TP'd
now
in
it's
is
back.
10% HP.
Like,
Shaggy?
getting 90 is crazy.
Nope, Shaggy does not get the hook off here. Wazek still just holding this top lane hostage. I mean, up almost double the CS of this Jax.
Yeah. This has got to be. This is such. you hate you like, it's the classic between like top, oh my OMG top gap. But like right now this is looking like kind of like a crazy top gap, and I think it really all stemmed from the point when Wizek went down and stole the kill, stole the double buff off of Sejuani right at like the first like 4 minutes.
Yeah, it looks like Oakland's going to try to set up a top dive here as we see Bensep going up into the top lane. This wave stacked is going to ult the Jax back into the stun from the Pantheon, but
flashed out
Jax
too.
lives, and we're going to see if that top dive happens again. However, in the meantime, this Tom Kench,
big
there's
kill.
the redive. This Tom Kench is taking a lot of damage from Bully here, but that healing, so crazy.
That Essence Reaver coming in so clutch, gets the hook, and that should be honestly for all intents and purposes, that's definitely a dead Sejuani.
Yeah, no
Jinx, Yone coming in. Great use of the ult. But is that going to be it for? Oh my god!
The Jinx. The Jinx got rooted. Can Hensep do the combo? Does ult? No barrier on the Jinx. Does manage to get the kill in the end.
Big kill here, taking a just barely missing the top tower. Yep. All right, just a bloodbath.
They actually don't get the tower, I think.
No,
it
lived with like 1 HP.
It's like actually 1 HP. I actually wonder. 3 HP on that tower.
3 HP in a dream? That's crazy.
3 HP on that tower. Yeah, we're going to see Kansas opening back up bot lane. We're going to see Bully U looking to match it. I think that we're going to see a grub fight here maybe with this Jack pushing out the top lane. But Hensep should get first move here as this wave is about to crash, but no. The Sejuani does move through mid into her top side. But Shaggy looking to... does actually get the hook.
That is just
That's actually a lot of damage.
It's a lot of damage, but it just affected it. It booted Sejuani off of even attempting to think about stealing one more grub, right? So now you got 5 grubs on the side of Oakland. It's not 6, right, but it's enough to at least get a little bit of the benefit of grubs helping you on these future pushes, especially in that top lane for Wizek.
Yeah, Wizek up like 600 gold plus right now.
Absolutely. I mean, you look at it, right?
The Stridebreaker?
OU currently sitting at a 5,000 gold lead, right? And so much of that gold lead is just sitting on just the shoulders of Wizek. Big haymaker, big shield, gets the Q. Oh my gosh.
The Stridebreaker comes through again, but the Sejuani CC is just too much
there. It
there.
takes 3 members of this Kansas squad to take down the monster in the top lane that is Wizek.
Yeah, and because of that, now they know that there's no help bot lane, and we see Jinx just get one shot.
Jinx gets one shot, Tom Kench, you know what? We're back. It's a fish fry Friday on a Thursday.
That tower is ramped a lot. The tower gold comes through, and they do manage to get the kill in the end. However, the Sejuani is here, does trade out Hensep.
Big ult.
Oh, yeah.
Saves her. And now you just got Bully U on the hunt, gets the kill. And you know what's crazy is that, sure, Bully U falls early, right? But now he is 5-1 and 6. He goes, all right, I let them have fun when I died within the first 2 minutes of the game. I'm putting the try-hard pants on.
Yeah, I think that Bully U is also going to go back, has that Zeal, so maybe we're going to see this Navori Flicker Blade. Yep, there it is. 2 items now on Bully U. Actually, ahead items over Jinx by a full item.
I mean, you think about it, right? This Jinx started out at 301, 333. So since the start of the game, Jinx has just either assisted with 2 kills or just straight up got KO'd.
Zach taking a lot of damage here. Here comes also the Jax. Does manage to get that kill.
It requires 3 of them to get this kill on this with Zach every single time. But now that is just like Pantheon does not care that this Sejuani is slowing him down because he's going to just end up getting the kill anyway. And now here comes Cleanup Crew.
What? That's
Cleanup
so
Crew
damage.
for Bully U. And then Shaggy inside the mid lane just takes tower for himself. He's a super fighting robot. He's basically Mega Man.
Yeah, here comes the hook. There it is. Onto the Tom Kench. The Tom Kench does get rooted. The CC chain comes through.
And it's just so much damage. You know, we were talking about how this Tom Kench is likely good. Like, if it gets to late game, this Tom Kench is going to be so hard to kill. But this Tom Kench, it's looking like a minnow.
Yeah, bot Heartsteel, actually. So, actually, not the most tanky, at least yet. But the problem now, we do see this Jax have the power spike. It does actually buy Iceborne Gauntlet. I don't know if I agree with this one too much.
It's,
but
with how brawly it has been up in that top lane, right, where Wizek is just consistently inside this Jax's face, the Iceborne Gauntlet does make a little bit of sense, right? It's going to have those slow procs really kind of cut that attack speed down and really hinder a lot of what makes Set really good in those 1v1s.
Yeah, the Set also is going to be taking a lot of damage from that Yone with the Blade of the Rune King. I mean, I actually think that Wizek is probably killable here. 3, 6, and 2 kind of has the bounce effect, but
Yeah. All right. Now let's take a step back here, right? We are now officially in this mid game. Oh, hold on, before we do a little bit of a state of the game analysis here, we got a brawl upside. And see right there, you can tell the Iceborne Gauntlet really helped him out there.
It does actually. Wizek really cannot brawl that Jax 1v1 right now.
No. So as we look, let's take a bigger look here. We're in the mid game now. We have 2 dragons on the side of Oakland, a borderline 10k gold lead, and it's just getting even further and further away from this Kansas squad as they are now waltzing down the mid lane, taking that tier 2 tower, and they've got grubs, they've got minions, and they've got Wizek. This outer turret here of the base is going to be destroyed, and we've got a crack into the Kansas lane.
The Yone's dead, actually. Wait, the Yone dead here. That's 2 dead, actually.
Jinx getting a little excited. Not going to get anything, though, and that's an inhib down. There's enough. I think, what do you do here, right? Do you go for Baron?
It's
Rift Herald. It's Rift Herald.
I definitely think that you have to move to Herald here.
Yeah.
Wait,
actually,
no,
they
they're
still
looking to
are
kill
fighting.
Jinx is 1 HP. She didn't go back to base because can Bensep get in there? Not too much yet.
Does not. Tries to get the crit on it.
The hook onto the Jax though.
Uh-oh.
Well, the hook onto the Jax, and then we're gonna see that Jax actually still be really low HP. The Jinx does go back in the fountain, so we'll get this HP back.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, look at that.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Jax sure can really put up a fight with that Iceborne Gauntlet against a Set, but when you are being bullied by bully you at a distance, you can't do anything.
Yeah, and with Yone down, I actually think that Oakland's just going to look to play for the end here. The hook onto the Jax. Jax the head finish.
Hensap in, the Thunderdome drop. Bully you absolutely abusing the Thunderdome.
Jax
gets
dead.
The kill.
Sedge dead.
Hensap.
Jinx is excited. Does not. Nice sidestep there.
All right.
Yeah, but
Wizek was instantly looking for that Jinx to try and get a kill, but goes for the catfish instead. And you know what? Fine. Oakland says, fine. We won't take the Nexus. We'll take every turret you got in that mid lane. We'll have an exposed Nexus. And I guess we can start making our way down towards that dragon that spawns here in just over a minute.
Yeah, the thing about this Nexus towers, though, is that this patch they respawn.
They do.
It takes 3 minutes for those to respawn, but I mean, we're gonna see if Oakland can get much around the map, especially with this mid lane being open. Obviously, it's going to take a lot of attention, especially from this Jinx here.
Yep.
We see that Rift Herald is still up, and it's going to be up for the next 6.5 minutes also. So I expect a play here to try to fight this Rift Herald and even actually probably just look to push through mid with Shelly.
Yeah, really. And honestly, you see Bully also went up in the top lane to start kind of split pushing. That's something you're starting to see.
Oh my gosh.
That's something you're starting to see more and more now in this new season, like for 2025, is that you're starting to see a lot of these 80 carries just go, you know what? I'm just going to go split push. I need some resources to hit the crazy 3 to 4 item spike. So I think I have enough agency to leave and be on my own device.
Yeah, Oakland saw Yone bot lane, so they're gonna. Oh, they get the Jinx!
Oh
my gosh, that may just be over. Look at
that. Could be right. That's the main
look
damage.
Look at Bully's items. Bully is 3 items, two full items up, no turrets here. Did they even drop the Rift Herald at this point? I mean,
they'll ride it into the fountain.
Well, there's the ult from Hensap in
there
the spawn, and
that's
going to
be the ace, and that's going to be the game. It is a 2-0. And it's so clean. They said, you can have a little bit of it. We'll do this we'll do that fun ha-ha stuff here at the start of the game. But Oakland turns it around. Bully you, honestly, looking so impressive, ending the game at 11-1-11. This man is all ones.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like this
Yeah.
play here at the end on Nexus, right? They have this ult from Hensap just onto the core,
Yeah.
right? Bully doesn't even need to be there.
No.
Bensap has all the damage, has the Thunder Scud, has the
Yeah.
has
Like, just looking at the
Black
item,
Cleaver.
like, just quickly looking at the items that we have here, right? Like, we were talking about how Bully you, the moment he had that
Yeah.
IE, it was that was the final nail in the coffin, getting the IE.
Yep.
You just only need those 3 items plus the tier 3 Berserker Greaves, and you will win the game no matter what.
yeah.
Oh,
That's
honestly, what
that is
a
lot of
good
damage.
what was a good game. It was a good game.
That is a lot of damage.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think what we'll do here, we'll cut to a quick break. When we come back, we'll have a post game interview, probably with Hensap. Get
see.
Captain Henry on the mic. You know, he's the only one who'll probably want to do an interview outside of maybe
Probably
Q.
as per usual.
But yeah, guys, we'll be back. Thanks to you for tuning in. We'll be back in just a few minutes with a post game interview.
See you guys. Alrighty, hello guys, welcome back. Jax here with Shaggy, actually, this time.
What's up?
So just a little bit of stuff about drafts and whatnot, right? I was talking to you earlier. I mean, what's your idea behind the Blitzcrank instead of the Braum, right?
Yeah, so Brahma is going to be the traditional answer because they're melee heavy, Sejuani TK. But we decided to go Blitz just for the strong side with Saya. We want to play for our 80 carry this game. So when you play for a hard 80 carry, you want to pick something like Blitz. It ended up being terrible on the level 1. That was absolutely horrendous.
Yeah.
But Blitz traditionally counters TK because whenever he eats somebody, he gets slowed. So you just wait for them.
Right.
And while you're beating the crap out of him, you just ult him the second he shields. So the target that you're trying to save doesn't get out, and he immediately dies.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, we did see that a good handful of times, right? The Tom would eat, ate Yone, ate Jinx, just ulted and basically slowed to death. I mean, going into, I guess, both drafts, right? What kind of ideas did you have? Because they actually opted to choose red here, right? So was that kind of a surprise to you also?
A little bit, yeah. Our team, we like to play around our top laner. Our top laner likes to play a lot of bruiser-like champions. So R5, last pick, is always going to be our bread and butter. Yep. But we can blind stuff. Like Set, it is to the point where, like, when you one-trick a champion, you get so comfortable with the matchups that you can potentially blind it in certain situations. And we do have a bunch of power picks. So, like, we have, like, Aurora, Skarner. We were even thinking about Pantheon. And there's just a lot of flexes, right? Yep. When you first pick Aurora, that tells it that it could go top or mid. Exactly. And then we respond with Pantheon. Pantheon can be support, jungler, top. So we give them very little information.
Yeah, that's what I noticed too. When you first picked Aurora and then picked Yone, I was actually very surprised because Ori was like, well, I mean, this Yone can go either or. And I go, well, the Aurora is just going to match it. That's kind of a horrible lane for Yone. And we saw Hensep also just kind of be able to control that lane. I mean, you guys were winning all 3 lanes, even with that level 1. To come back from that is pretty astounding. Going back into first game even here, we see the Milio, right, into the Skarner and whatnot. Was that more so just, oh, we need some CC for this team? Or I know that you guys picked Kog'Maw too, so the Milio W definitely helping with that. But what kind of thought process?
Yeah, so Milio is a giant counter to Skarner because the second he ults, you ult, and then he's completely screwed, and it pairs extremely well with Kog'Maw. So it was literally like the perfect pick that game. It has perfect disengage. It enables Kog'Maw. It's like 2 or 3 tanks into Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw just shreds at 2 items, and that's what we played for. We played our 2 items. We got bullied. It happens. We were down a little bit, but we ended up shredding them.
No, yeah, I thought that you guys did really good both times. What are you guys looking forward to, right? You guys have a LAN coming up this weekend, right?
Yes,
so
we do. So that'll be awesome, yeah.
I hear that you guys are in a group with some pretty big powerhouses. What are you guys kind of looking into?
It'll be nice. You know, when you play against better teams, you get punished for mistakes. We have a lot of we have a lot to clean up, especially in the early game. I think once we get the ball rolling, we know how to play. It's just like things like level 1 or early skirmishes we need to clean up, but
gotcha.
Once we clean that up, like you saw, like we were down 4 kills at the start.
Yep.
That's like, oh gosh, that's bad. But
yeah,
we solo killed the 3-0 Jinx at like level 4.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that, and I'm sure that people here, if you look at Twitter and whatnot, you'll be able to see how to follow the streams and whatnot on their trip to the LAN. But I think that's all the questions I have for you. Is there anything else that you want to comment on?
No, it was a fun match. It's awesome being able to play, you know.
Oh, you know what? Actually, one thing. I didn't know that NACE was fearless. What do you think about fearless?
It hurts us and it helps us. I think with like mid lane, our mid lane pool isn't the most diverse, but everywhere else, like our jungle, our top, me, AD carry, we're all very diverse. So it helps with people like one tricks. Like our game 1 this Tuesday, we had like a team against 3 one-tricks. In game 2, they didn't have hands. It is what it is.
Yeah, I got you. I definitely understand that a lot, right? But I do think that is it now. So, obviously good luck in your LAN.
Thank you, sir.
Make sure that we support them on our side as well. And I'm not sure in terms of which game will be streamed next, but we're looking at streaming some more in the future here very shortly. So thank you again, and have a good night.
Take care, guys.